Sound check. Test. Mic. Hello and welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. So we're just gonna continue with our Shadowblight. Blight. The Blight Shadowblight. BSB. Backstreet back, alright. I think I still need to, before... What are the aspects again? Sacrificial, curse aura. And then this is hardened bones. Hardened bones. Hardened bones. Damage reduction. All damage reduction. 29. Is that 29 coming from this one, or I believe this one, and then this will add when we are on the battlefield, so this will add the beast corner, which is a 25%. Okay. Lucky hit, chance to heal 35 to 76 life. This is too low. This is the one I'm talking about. Because I'm trying to find a way if there is another way to mitigate the health drain of the beast corner. Because I'm trying to understand, and I think I may have misunderstood the second statement that spending resources also drains a percentage of your life equal to the 30% of the resources spent. So what it means is that 30% of the resource spent, which is on our Blight, this is 18. So 30% of that is approximately 5.4. So 5.4 is in percentage. That is the life drain that beast cornered is going to drain our life. And since every time that we drop below 50, when we cast our core skill, when you cast a skill, you heal for 2.4%, and that will become double when we are below 50% life, and which is going to happen most of the time. So that 4.8 is going to keep on healing us. And I believe that on top of that 4.4 we have healing, increased healing received from all sources. So 45% of that 4.8. So roughly, let's just say 2.4 or 2. So that's 6.4 now. So technically, we are mitigating the essence cost of the life drain based on our essence that we spent. If only this horrid Decrepify is here on the Iron Maiden, I can remove the spike armor and then place this one so that we still have that. I'm thinking, do I still need the 1% and rather than just have this so that I have the effect of the Watt Rune? I don't have the Watt Rune anymore. Can we try? Did I accidentally get an essence, an incense buff from another player? I think I did. What is this one? Dexterity. Uh-oh. Oh no. No. Why my frame rate is bad? What's going on? Let me close this one first. I think my browser, the browser that I open is give me a second. Maybe let me close this one for a while. Somehow it steals my FPS. Okay. Not good. Not good. Especially to sustain the to reduce the cooldown so that we can sustain and keep the soul rift most of the time. They died while I'm frozen. I don't have any. Do I have the unstoppable? Do I have that the defiled? Oh, okay. Ah, you managed to escape, huh? There's no escape from me, sir. Ooh, crazy brew in the house. No shrine, sir, no shrine. I need to be cautious during the engagement. Like, I always forget that during the first engagement, I need to cast the skill first because there's a high chance that I will not have the barrier yet. I noticed that there are some instances that I almost died because I don't have the barrier generated. Oh, I didn't check. I want to check how much is the reputation rewards that we will accumulate when we do a pit run. Okay, let's see if we can tank the damage of the boss and the other effects. Oh. I almost died. I think 2 more runs before we activate the Gravekeeper. And we have 5, 2.5, 2.5, we have 7.5 plus 5. So that's another 12.5 damage reduction. I don't know, again, if the game senses that we are below 10,000, that we are getting hit. Like, what if, let's get our instances. Oh, give me a second. Let's go to the reputation board and let's see if how much we are going to generate. So 83982. Give me a second. 83982. Okay. Let's go back. For all I know, approximately, I think average 6 to 7k for every nightmare dungeon. Again, I wish we can see the our Paragon buffs, that they should have their own like line that we can see that the for example Flesh Eater, those important buffs, because sometimes we want to see also like, hey, did I activate my Flesh Eater? What if they're not working? I feel like I left behind so many trash mobs that they may cause some hindrance later on again. I got feared. Iron Bones and Curse Aura. I'm just thinking which one is easier. Casting the Decrepify or casting the if we're going to use the Ring of the Sacrilegious boots, then we need to manually cast the Decrepify. Right, we're getting there. Oh! Forgot! Wow, you're having a hard time to kill me on my half-life, huh? Let's go to Yelesna. A3... What's that? 83982. I'm just gonna skip that world boss. I'm just gonna focus on leveling the glyphs. I just want to make the best of my time on leveling our Blight. 86106. 86106. Give me a second. 86106. Wow, 2000. 2,000 reputation rewards, where the dungeon, which can be completed maybe around 3 to 4 minutes depending on how mobile your character is and how powerful your build is. It could generate approximately 6 to 7,000, I think. We can do one run, maybe after this one, or maybe after the our incense expires. Basically, we shouldn't on the pit boss. We are still gonna get killed because of our half-life. So we just need to be cautious on the damage instances. But I think we have a better survivability, like on those deadly damages. It's like we have a chance to reposition ourselves and then gain back our barrier. So basically that's the goal of this setup. That's why attack speed here is also the key, so that we have more frequency to trigger our lucky hit for the Necromancer Fortitude, for the 7% barrier for every 21% lucky hit. 21% chance when we lucky hit. That's why I'm thinking if there's any chance that we can still equip the Feast of Fate. But I feel like there's no more room. I'm stuck. There's the Hellbinder, then there's a rock. It's like I cannot escape. I'm just stuck here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Of course, we will still die. We will still die when, you know, when there's a potion explosion, there's fear, there's frozen, like multiple instances of damage in one hit. So for sure. But for example, I think when there is a let's say the explosion, maybe one impact of poison explosion, maybe we can still survive that attack. Okay, I think this is it. We're full. Nice. Here we go. I think let's start maximizing the abyssal first. Can I check the where's the abyssal again? Grants 137.5 bonus to rare nodes, which is this one. Shadow damage and damage to corrupted enemies. Okay. Voila. Voila. Okay, let's start with Abyssal first and then Gravekeeper. Darkness is... or darkness. I think we will just gonna stick at 80 until our glyphs are 60-ish. Okay, speaking of... I'm still thinking whether can I still drop the life here. 99. $9,900. I don't think that I can still risk at this point to I think this is already the best affixes like attack speed. I'm thinking maybe I should focus on attack speed like this one. I think that's the correct attack speed, so that if we can reach up to 100%, the faster that we attack. So like I'm also referring to this one, 21% chance. So we have lucky hit here. So right now it's just 46. I'm still hoping that whoa, what is this one? Oh yeah, that's correct. I thought it was the minion mastery. And take note, we still have this one. Increases damage reduction by 18% at max rank. Take note of that. Terror. Should we get that terror as well? I don't think we still have more. $40. I think I'm fine with this one. Like, our damage is okay now, but what we need now is more utility, which is like we need the more lucky hit chance. Imagine what if this is 47.4. 47.4. It added 19. Why 19? 47. 19. So the base lucky hit of the Blight is 40. 47 approximately, yeah, around 19. 20 should be 20%. It's 50%. So I think 47 is roughly around rounding up to 19%. That's why when we put this, now it's 65. So there's a remaining 35%. So if every 40% is 20%, so basically if this is a lucky hit, if this is a GA on the lucky hit chance, I believe this could go up to, I think, 75. So imagine that if you master credit twice plus 80%, so that will go up to 100%. So double. So 40% double, that's 80. Right? So that way we have a higher chance to, but I don't know if this one is still gonna work okay. Is there any that we can use besides the I don't want the bloodless cream on the gloves though. We're only getting the benefit here on the Unmaker, on the imperfectly balanced. The rest, it's... Well, there's a bit of double damage on the Soul Rift, but we're not really utilizing the Soul Rift. Because right now, damage wise, it's doing okay. What we need now is more defense. Right now, we don't have the increased critical strike damage from the Elixir of Precision. It's already expired. Huh. Sustained the explosion. Only half of the barrier was damaged. Aha. So imagine if we still be able to get that the other 12.5%. And again, if we are still fragile on pushing the pit, we can take that additional 18% on the forgot the passive node on our skill tree. So we're gonna remove the gloom, then replace it, and then place it on that passive node that gives damage reduction. But I think as long as you are 10,000 life, you should be okay. You can survive these attacks. Oh, where is the damage resistance? There you are. You didn't join the party. I think we're almost done. We don't need to go, I think, on the second area. There you go. 3.5 minutes. Okay, that's nice. That's a good clear speed. Brambo. Huh. Poison who? Yeah, I don't think the unless I think you can use the crazy brew if you have the Harlequin crest with the GA on the cooldown. Then you can now add other cooldowns on your maybe on your jewelry to close the gap, the cooldown and the cooldown and then the duration of the buff.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you mean?
2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay. Let's do one more. Well, we still have the buff, and then let's do let's see if there's any whisper events, and then let's check again how much is the reputation rewards. $14.65. I still need larger radius on the blight. Blight size, soul rift, soul rift, soul rift. Maybe one of them can be blight instead. I don't know, I feel like maybe we need a bit of blight size as well. I feel like there's no more room for a mythic here. Well, the only way to prove this, if we go to a pit 90, drop the hardened bones, and see if we can still survive the attacks. If we are dying most of the time, then there's no point on adding that hardened bones. Probably if you're going to use the I think if you're going to use the error perdition, I think it's best to... Wow, I almost died there. What happened? Why I didn't generate the barrier? I think the best thing to do is you drop the gloom and then place and grab that node for that damage reduction. Standalone, passive, so that at least you have an additional 18%. Technically, I don't have even the water rune here now, so I'm not. I don't have the killing threshold on the enemies, but so far the damage is still doing okay. Oh, 48. Kaboom. I think it's not bad, the barrier being generated by our, with the help of the Mard Guard, like 14 7%, then now it will give you 14%, right? Well, hold on a second here. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure if we have a temper affix for the necrotic fortitude. Because if we do, we can increase the rank. Right? We can increase the rank so that I believe each rank will also increase the lucky hit. Plus, we're also increasing the value of the barrier. Who knows? Maybe we don't need the cure rune. I still need to be careful. Again, the purpose of having this good amount of barrier and damage reduction is just again to prevent those high damage impact, but we are not really, the setup is really not to tank most of the damage. I think next would be, I think should be darkness, because that will increase our shadow damage. Okay, we're almost there. I think let's gamble for gloves. Let's find that Blight rank. Or maybe not. I think we don't need the Blight here. What we need here is the critical strike chance or the attack speed. Intelligence is the least important on the gloves. What the heck? And that's, whoa! What? Only now? Wow! Like, hey, are you still playing the Archmages? Hey, I got you something. Come on, come on. Strike chance, no.
See some steel you need. My hammer sings on your return.
I don't think I do still need this one. Maybe if there's any player who wants that, then I can give it for free. And this one too. I'm gonna keep some of the pants. I think I have so much items here. Maybe I'll place you here for a while. still the same. Which one is better?
May your road be filled with wonders of sanctuary at your fingertips. How may I help you?
Grasping Veins here? And then Blight here? Where's Blight?
Sublime.
Let's try. This will make our critical strike chance peak to 100%. So basically, when the Shadowblight inflicts, it will critical strike. It will critical strike because it is 100%. And take note, we don't have any more buffs from Elixir, Incense, nothing. But something, I don't know if it's the enemies here are weaker. Wow, those crossbows needs to be changed. Like seriously? On impact, 100% freezing. Explosion. Huh. Sustained. No shrine. Oh! I have no more barrier. I was really planning to see if I can survive that attack. But okay. Gotcha. I think because there's an obelisk. The obelisk. Where are you? I survived the fear. I survived the freezing. What else that we cannot survive? Multiple damage instances. I don't know if we did well though. One more. Decay on the two-handed. And then grasping veins on the amulet.
Impeccable.
They disappeared from the smoke. I was looking on my skill bar, then all of a sudden, like, hey, where's the enemies? They disappeared along with the smoke. Because we are always in close quarter combat, so it is important that we have a good and basically we also need to stand on our blight for that 10% damage also. And so far I'm happy with the with the build is going on right now. good survivability. Along with the good DPS. To be honest, like it's almost the same. All of them are almost the same. Hopefully we can it's still Bramble so that we can compare them out. Oh, nice. 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 So all of the and I believe I didn't use an incense. So at least we can really compare apple to apple. Do I see 40 peak at 40B there? Nice. How about let's try to farm some nightmare dungeons? Hopefully I can still find either on the chest. Still thinking whether... I don't think that we cannot... I mean, we can use the... It's not enough though, the blood orbs. It's not enough. Especially during single combat, so we can use the blighted orbs, right? Oh, blighted orbs, the blighted tendrils. But then again, that's a 35% chance to drop. So on single target, you may get one, you may not. Well, there's this one, but the chance to create a blood orb is 3% chance. Like, whoo, ooh. Which one is better, fueled by death or this one? You deal 3% increased shadow damage to crowd controlled and 3% shadow damage to elites and bosses. These bonuses can stack. So if we pull them, they are crowd controlled. When they are So when the elites are crowd controlled, so they get at maximum points, maximum rank, so that's 9%, and then they get an additional 9%. Then this one is much more better. Of course, on the bosses, they are not crowd controlled. Alright. Oh, speaking of necrotic carapace, let's see. Let's grab an amulet here. Is it resource or defensive? Necrotic carapace. There you go. There it is. Necrotic carapace. This is the one I'm talking about. Now, let me see. Oh, the barrier amount remains the same, but for each rank, it's 7%. Now, hold on a second here, sir. Can we increase the lucky hit maybe up to 50%? And the barrier amount, that will become 40%. 14% because of the Marrowed Guard. The Marred Guard. Okay. Wait a minute. The thing is, this is the only problem. Well, take a look at this. This one has only maximum. I place maximum life here. We can add more armor here, removing the because once we use the incenses, we can still increase our resistances. The only problem is the armor. And this one also, we can add the armor here as well. Right? Do you have an extra, or do you have an extra temper? 6? Okay. Were you already reset? I can't remember. I can't remember. Am I correct? Necrotic Carapace. Oh! Ah! Ew! It makes sense that there's no rank for that, so imagine if you have a 50%, right? Like it's gonna give you a tremendous amount of, a very consistent amount of barrier. Well, I mean, I understand. Is there any way that we can chase for that additional rank? We don't have that, like additional rank, except for the Shroud of False Death. That is the only item that gives a +1 rank on your skills. Nothing else. If we can really add 3 more ranks, so that's an additional 21, so at least 42%. Anyway, false alarm. False alarm. False alarm. It should have been the intelligence though. Well, it's just I don't have
Greetings.
so much gold yet. Oh,
Things on your return.
speaking of whisper, wow, wow, there's not a single whisper.
We the pod, huh?
Okay, anyway, for the sake of testing, so let's do one run and just do. Hey, where did I go? Did I hit T? Is there any lair bosses though? Does it show how much it will? Give me a second. Because I'm writing it down here. Should I make a copy? Gold farming, bloodlands data. Duplicate. Then I call it. I'm just gonna organize this once I have the chance. So this one is pit run. What is it called? The veneration. Well, veneration. We'll just call it veneration. Veneration. Approximately this one. I don't know if you increase. Like this is pit run. Pit 80. If you go higher pits, will it increase also? We don't know. Then this is NMD. So this is what is our oops problem. 96498. 96498. Okay, let's do one run and then let's check how much it will yield. Is it the same as around 40? Is there any good Lost Keep, Inferno, Nostrava? Nostrava is good. Sarat's Lair is also good. Let's see. Melt like butter. Melt like butter. Melt like butter. I'm thinking if I should bring should I bring the metamorphosis? Or maybe we should bring the Ring of the Sacrilegious Soul. Oh, I'm going to check. Does a Chaos Rift Nightmare Dungeon will yield more Veneration rewards compared to a non-Chaos Rift dungeon? Right? There you go. Reward earned right away. Remember, it is 96, right? 96. I believe we're just halfway on our pit run. And maximum points is 110. So we accumulated 14k already. I'm lost. The good thing about this build, the more stronger this build is, it's like just one shot, just leave the enemy, and they will just die soon. Because they are getting inflict with the damage over time, the corruption damage. So they are going to be melted as you walk away on the enemies. Let's check. For sure, we have already reset. So 110 minus the points before we started, and then plus. I'm gonna bet. There, ho! 13,678. Okay, so 110 minus the points that we have a while ago, then plus 13, 6, 7, 8. $27k. This is a NMD Chaos Rift. So how about NMD no rift? Let's check. Let's see. So 13.7.8 13.6.7.8. Okay, let's An easy one. Belfry Zakara. Blind Burrows. This one is also okay. Maybe let's try maybe three nightmare dungeons so that we can get the average of them. Of course, another variant is no Chaos Rift, no Chaos Rift, no Strong Room. What's the quest here again? Slay the villagers. Where are they? Nobody's here. I still need the evade. Reduce cooldown on attack. I think for speed farming, if you have the Harlequin Crest, that will reduce your evade by half. Are you dead? You know what? Let's favorite this one for a while so that we don't have to open the map to port on this town. $13,538. $18,538. 4860. And again, depending on how many monsters that you're fighting with, the shorter the dungeon is, the quicker the dungeon can be. Like there are some dungeons that are easy to complete, right? That may also affect the but that is a huge difference though. Chaos Rift and no Chaos Rift. Okay, and then where is our seasonal blessings? There's something crazy that I want to try. Okay. Just one time. Okay. Just one time. There's nothing wrong in trying. There's nothing wrong in trying. Okay? There's nothing wrong in trying. I'm thinking, should I switch with more additional damage reduction? Oh shoot, there's 2 more points here. Why do I need the willpower again? Nothing. Two more. Can I get 2 more points? Well, hold on a second there. As these stats increases, additional bonuses becomes less effective. Oh. Okay, so at what point that it will become less effective? $67.3, right? 67.3. So it only added 0.8 on this one. $2.5, then this should be 67.2, right? 67.2. Oh. I don't get it. Plus 2.5. $64.7. It only added 0.8. Still the same. Those 2.5-ish, only 2.5. So the maximum is the maximum effectiveness is only 65. Then if I minus this one, this is 5. Sorry, how much is it again? 64.7. 64.7. 64.7. 64.7. 1.9. 1.9. That is 5. Every 2.5 is 0.8. I think every 2.5 is 85.85. Times 2, so that's 1 point... Ay, sorry. I'm wrong. 1.9. It should be 9.95. But still. So thus the damage reduction is very less effective at... If that is the case... Actually, I could go with the barrier. Another thing that I want to try, if I'm going to drop the armor here, both of them, drop the armor here, and my plan is to add the barrier generation to 12%-ish. Masterwork plus 30%, so that's approximately plus 4%, so roughly around 16% times 2 of them. Let's just say 30%. So what is the purpose of adding that barrier? Barrier on the 14% from the necrotic fortitude. Is it a lot? 7%, 14, 1.3, 2.8, 4.2. So that will become 18.2. Or the multiplier will be based on the base. I think armor should be ideal here. Why? Because if we're going to add, just in case, the air of perdition, we're going to remove the curse aura. Oh shoot, we cannot. I cannot bring the curse, or I cannot bring the hardened bones here because this is a boots. Well, who knows? 62% damage reduction. Oh, I have 9 give me a second. I have 9 points. I can add on the life here. What else? Oh, this one. Damage to injured. Mwahaha. Okay. That was fast. My problem is the barrier. Barrier is still the problem. I think I can do it. We can sustain the damage. I just need to avoid the circle. I think we can do it. Okay, I need to be careful. The it's not enough. I'm gonna check. Compared to Tamrune and Searune, I believe Searune is much more faster in terms of generating the barrier. Hmm? Next time. We're not yet fully... We can do it. I think... Oh! Oh, mace. Ew. Ew. Ooh. I don't think we can still risk more life, but I'm gonna save this one. Like, critical strike damage is still, we can roll the maximum life maybe, or the intelligence. We roll the intelligence with the taxer, so basically critical strike damage, maximum life, intelligence. Because 218 intelligence is approximately 24% increase in damage. However, we're talking about critical strike damage in I mean, we can try.
What do you need?
There's no harm in trying. Given that we have oh, give me a second. Oh, we're gonna try some other variants, right?
Came apart nicely. Need something forged?
Where's the stash? Let's put the ring there. Oh, speaking of, do we have a new one? Horadric Material Reserve, Chaos Rift. I think I'm okay with this one. So let's try another one. 18538, okay. So this is just a Horadric Material Reserve. Nothing will affect the veneration points. And based on my observation, again, to generate more, if we're going to use the Tamrune, Okay, this is a strong room. If we're going to use the Tam rune, it may be outperformed by the Sea rune, because Tam rune is 25 ritual per cast. If our attack speed is only, let's just say at a maximum attack speed of 200%, so that is 2 attacks per second. 25 300 divided by 25, so that is 12 attacks in order to activate, to invoke the ritual, the Q rune. So 12 attacks divided by 2 attacks per second, so that's 4 seconds before you can activate the Q rune. 4 seconds at 200% attack speed for the Tam rune. Sea rune, five skills when you cast. So in 1 second, 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, you can activate the Sea rune. However, it will become exhausted for 3 seconds. So therefore, you cannot activate the Sea rune right away. So the total seconds that we can cast this Q rune again two and a half seconds to cast it, 3-second cooldown, and then you cast it again. So yeah, basically 5.5 seconds. Basically, to activate the Q rune, it will only need you 2.5 seconds, whereas 4 seconds at 100%, at 200% attack speed. So 1.5 seconds behind this, that's a lot. This is where the void aspect is really ideal. Oh, this one is lower than the Archmages. I believe my assumption is correct. I should have brought the Void. I think Blight is still much more better with this decay, because the decay here is only we are increasing the Shadowblight damage, whereas this one it increases our damage, not just the shadow damage of the Shadowblight that we are also increasing, that we are affecting, also the corruption damage from the Blight as well. Oh, I was trying to click this one, like, why I cannot open this one? Then I didn't realize that this one is not connecting to this one, but basically I went up on a stair that has a dead end. Then I have to go this way. Wow. Oh, Bucci is here. Bucci. I think we can kill that Lilith probably if our glyphs are level 80 and above. I think there's a high chance. There is a high chance. It's all about quickly bringing down her health. That is the key. And based on my observation in the second phase, I didn't take that big hit of damage compared to the experience that I have with the Archmages. Oh my goodness, don't tell me they're over there. I think this is my last one for tonight, and then I'm just gonna continue the pit tomorrow. To level up our glyphs. They are still behind, like they are still level 60-ish. Like 3 out of 5 of our glyphs. Okay, let's check. $26,590. This is because there is a strong room, right? 26,590. No rift with strong. I would say regular with no rift with strong room. Oh no 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 no. That one has no rift. And then this one, starting with 18538. 18538. 26590. 26590. Oh, that's a lot. And again, depending on the monsters that we are killing. But another thing is how much is also the veneration does a one layer boss will yield. Can we do we have an active layer boss that we can kill to complete our data? Or you know what, let's just go with lesser layer. And maybe one greater layer. It won't take that long. That's one tough barrier you got there, sir. Wow, Does it show how much veneration? I didn't see. Lesser layer 26.7. Oh. Huh? Huh? 26770. $180. $180. I remember season 8. Killing the lair boss. Is it because it's the boss season? 180. It's correct, right? 26770. This was the previous 26590 and then 26770. Wow. Then the lair boss. Let's see, Duriel. 26770. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing my screen. This one. So 26770 minus 26590. So that's only 180. And then greater layer. Greater layer. Oh, sorry, the lair boss. 180 only. Then better run the nightmare dungeon if you're chasing for the veneration. Wow, let's try the greater layer. So we start at 26770. Let's find Duri. Oh, speaking of the devil. No Belaya? Boo! Okay, let's check. Huh? What is this? Earn veneration by closing chaos rifts and slaying chaos demons in Helltide Zone. I think the points that I got from the lair boss is when I killed the silly minions on the entrance on my way to Barshan. Well, it says you're closing chaos rifts, and because there's also chaos rifts on the Helltide, right? Well, imagine this: if there is a approximately 4,000 to 7,000 of veneration for non-chaos rift, so approximately per chaos rift, I don't know how many chaos rift did I have closed on that Sarat's Lair run. So again, depending on the chaos rift, I can check how many chaos rift that I have closed on that particular run. Then roughly 26, then minus 4, let's just say around 20-ish veneration rewards. Okay, so we can only get the reputation rewards from sealing the chaos rift, and then I believe killing the monsters, not on the boss. So the bosses are not included. So if we're looking for a chaos items, that is, and speaking of infernal cache, so this is the infernal cache that it's referring, this one. I thought it was the infernal caches on the infernal hordes. It is the infernal caches. This infernal caches, it refers to the this one. It says only contains gear, gold, infernal warp, and infernal hordes compass. So if we activate that buff, seasonal buff, then we have a 100% chance, guaranteed. That's the reason why we're getting that chaos armor. So I believe, I don't know how much gold each infernal cache will give though. Can I salvage gold? One, let me wrote it down. 130 199 176. Contains gear, gold, infernal warp. Am I saying this correctly? The million didn't go up? Wow. Approximately 200,000 gold only. Ew. Oh, we have another one. Nice. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, while we still have 1 minute? Oh. So that we can get our chance for a little bit of experience points while we have those instances. Let's hurry up!
It is done.
Amulets, 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 gauntlets. Amulets. That's it? That's it?
My demons are quiet here. Mostly.
Oh! Why I didn't think about this one? This one! So I guess as long as there is a track, as long as it's being tracked, then we can see the points here, right? So basically, once we close a chaos on that particular run, probably I'm gonna check later on, after the stream, if what is the points, if this one is activated when I run that Sarat's Lair, if this one is how much the veneration points after closing that rift. But I believe 1, 2, 25, 2, 2. If minimum is around 27,000 points per run, if you can get 27,000 points per run, 5 Chaos Rift Nightmare Dungeon will give the Greater Infernal cash reward right away. Or you can chase those rift on the Helltide as well, if you're looking for some better chaos item. Basically, we're finding the chaos item, right? I think instead of Bartuk, if you don't have the Infernal Compass, because Bartuk will give approximately 2 chaos items of Torment 4. For the Infernal, for the Nightmare Dungeon, you're taking your chance to have a Chaos Rift. That is the most fastest way. The other way is to keep on closing the Chaos Rift on the Helltide. So your goal is to keep finding the Chaos Rift and then closing them down. But sometimes those artifacts that you are encountering, from what I have seen, there are some instances that they don't have a rift. They just have some monsters, if I'm not mistaken. I can check that out tomorrow. Because I remember there was this, I was completing the season 7, the chapter 7 rewards that asked me to close the rift, and somehow I've been activating those rift artifacts, but somehow it doesn't progress because I just what I have observed somehow, and we can check it tomorrow, that there are some activities of that chaos, those activities that doesn't spawn a chaos rift. They're just gonna spawn those hellborns, like those multiple hellborns or some monsters over there, but they don't spawn the rift. Oh, I have a free buff. So sometimes they don't spawn a rift. But that's another thing. And the rift will open after clearing the monsters. So you have to perform or do the activity. Oh, this one. Oh, this one opens Chaos Rift. Magic Chaos Rift. Opens Magic Chaos Rift. That's 7,000. The thing is, sometimes this Chaos Rift doesn't spawn right away though. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. So there's always a Chaos Rift. 38. I didn't check how much it yield. So 38. Maybe because that's magic, around 1,000. How about the magic? The rare. I believe the rare one yields more. Oof. Can you give me a Chaos Rift? Magic. So another magic. Holy crap. So the thing here is you are competing with other players who are chasing the Chaos Rift as well. Seasonal Blessing. For 40% chance to drop an additional Nightmare Dungeon Sigil from Helltide chest that is guaranteed to have a Chaos Rift affix. So if you want a guaranteed infernal a Nightmare Dungeon Sigil to have a Chaos Rift affix, so you need to farm the Helltide. I see. Complete 6 out of 7 objectives to earn rewards. I can just do this one. 10 tortured gifts. We can get it. Okay, so let's do Torment 4 or maybe I can just do it. I just need to focus first on improving our glyphs. We're still behind, so there's still more room to improve. So let's do that. We're still behind, so that we can increase further our DPS, so that when we are farming either whichever activities we are quickly killing the enemies, rather than we are forcing that there's still a way, forcing ourselves to do those activities, since this is already the second build. Anyway, we're just gonna focus on where's the Blight. Bring back the Blight there, and then this is Decay. Then Grasping Veins. All good. All good. I'm full. Attack speed. Yeah, we need more attack speed. Critical strike chance. This one, then plus 12. That's 34. 34 plus 50. 25 from Grasping Veins, and then 25 from Garden. So that's 50. So that at least we are around 80-ish on critical strike chance. Okay. Alright, that's it for me today. So we're just gonna continue leveling our glyphs tomorrow. And I'll just find a way to, I think this is the setup. It's just I need to further I'm still thinking whether should I go with the barrier generation on the on the helmet and on the chest. I'm still gonna try, and there's still a way that we can still add the error perdition on the setup, because the fact that we need, because Undying is a defensive aspect, so since we need the Undying and the Hardened Bones together, Hardened Bones cannot be placed here, and I believe Hardened Bones is going to play a big role on our defenses, unless we are very good on generating barrier. So that's another thing. But again, if we're using the error perdition, we're going to lose if we're going to add the barrier generation on the legendary aspect here, on the tempering affix here. So yeah, we're getting DPS, but we're going to sacrifice our defense. So I don't know, until we level up our glyphs. So yeah, we're just gonna continue leveling up our glyphs tomorrow. So again, thank you very much for watching and for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.